All right, Drum.
I
Do
don't
your
know.
thing. Do your thing. Get to. Oh, what I found out different is it was saying only you, and instead of we had to do it as a group, like to the public. So that's the difference from last week and this week. Boop, boop. Tracy, I want to be on that last show.
Okay, absolutely.
Actually, I'll probably do the rest of the week for you if you ain't got no problem with
I don't have a problem with that either. I can show you how to get set up.
that. Oh, I ain't said I'm taking over.
Oh, well, then that means I got to go on with you then.
I'll just be on your farewell tour.
I said one show, not a whole week.
All right, I'll be on the last.
We'll make it work. We'll make it
All
work
right.
for sure.
All right. To everyone that's on, we are going to be giving our perspective of current situations when it comes to this election or the process that's going on right now. Again, this is a three-headed monster doing our thing. Another special guest, Miss Tracy, that's going to be on with us tonight. Um, so, Jerome, go ahead and do your thing, man.
Yo, what's up, Facebook family? Glad everybody's back on with us tonight. Again, we've already laid out the outline of what we'll be speaking on. As always, everything that we speak about, everything that we talk about is our opinions and strictly our thoughts. Don't believe anything that we tell you. Go out, research it for yourself. Once you find the information, once you have the research, come back. Let's talk about it. Let's build. Um, Glad everybody's on tonight and looking healthy and beautiful. So we're gonna kick it off. What's up, Big?
Yo, what's going on? Three-headed monster. It's Brother Brian, aka that silverback. Um, like I said, what we're saying is we're going to discuss and y'all just getting our point of views on this. Um, and basically, it's we're not going to go into details of what we did from last Friday, but I know this Friday is coming up. I hope everybody stays tuned or tune in because we will be doing a part two of what we did last week when it comes to the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment and a lot of the civil rights acts that was put into play. So today we're just gonna give you our point of view of this crazy ass election that we're going through and how more crazy it's gonna get. What's going on, Tut?
Peace to everybody, man. King Tut representing the South. Enjoying this beautiful day in the bottom. We're here to talk about Trump and his shenanigans.
So all right. And we have the lovely Tracy on today. What's going on, Tracy?
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for inviting me yet again to another three-headed monster Zoom meeting. Thank you.
So are we surprised that this is going on? Because I kind of prepared for this to happen 4 years ago. I'm surprised it didn't happen 4 years ago. If I felt like if you'd have lost 4 years ago, we'd be going through the same thing right now. So,
well, first let me say I'm not surprised that this is going on. But as far as 4 years ago, he wouldn't have had any power 4 years ago. So he would have lost and that would have been the end of it. He would have just went on about his little merry way. But now since he still actually has a lot of power, I'm not surprised because he's not a good loser. And of course, I believe that if he could have cheated again, I'm gonna say again because I think he did the first time. If he could have cheated again, I believe that he would have. But because of everything that happened the last time, they were more prepared to block different entities from interfering with our elections. But yeah, he's a sore loser, and he just needs to go ahead and officially concede and turn over the keys, turn over the information, and let us, go on and go forward with what we need to do as a country to heal.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anybody else want to jump in on that?
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, people watch TV shows. They got the Lifetime Network. They got Comedy Central. I like turning into CNN just so I can see what Trump done did. Yo, it's like a TV show. I mean, as far as a fake citizen as I am in America, I really do get entertainment out of Trump acting a complete ass. I mean, I enjoy it. So I'm waiting for more to come. Trump, acts for these recounts. Don't leave the office because it's very entertaining. Give me some entertainment, Trump.
I agree with everybody completely. I think it's very entertaining. I think that he's probably, and I don't know this for certain, this is just my opinion, but he's probably the first president to have the lowest security clearance. I really doubt that they gave him a lot of clearance. She was talking about information turned over. I doubt there's a lot of information they turned over to him.
Right.
I don't mean from his own personal brain.
Right. No. I'm speaking from security codes, the blast codes and all. I doubt he had those, even as a president. But it's funny to me that when he was in the first election, he was talking about how Hillary had the Russians interfere with the election. And this year, Biden had the Chinese interfere with the election. I mean, does he think this country is this weak? Or is this country this weak that anytime an election comes up, any nation of choice can come in and manipulate what's going on? Is that what we're to think?
Yo, that's interesting as hell. But at the same time, I mean, Russia, and all of a sudden they saying this is the securest election that ever of all time. Which, I mean, I think every election should be secure.
Absolutely.
Everybody really, really have to understand is your vote that you voted for had nothing to do with who's going to become president.
Wait, say that again?
You don't vote for president. You don't never vote for the president. You only voted for your state and your local officials. That's for your vote is to only tell the electoral college who you wanted to vote.
Go ahead, Tracy. I see the look.
Go ahead.
Okay. I can. Well, no, because in order for the blue or the red to win the electoral college vote, you have to either vote for a Democrat or a Republican. That's how it's determined whether or not that state is going to be blue or red. So in essence, it is voting for the president, because if a bunch of people just voted for Republicans, the state will be red. The red will win, which they will win that electoral college number. You are voting for the president.
But most people, you only voting for that person to give you. But understand, if they feel like they wanted to vote for Trump, they can vote for Trump. It's not a popularity.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody can vote for whoever they want to vote for.
And look though, so like when you do go to vote, that's if you press all Democratic ticket or if you press all Republic ticket. If you voting for interchangeable people, then your vote is cast. How would your vote cast for blue or red?
Because I believe that it's based on the president vote, not for everybody else on the ticket. It's based on that president, the top part of that ticket, the president ticket. Who do you want for the president? Not for everybody else that's listed underneath that. in my opinion.
No, and
It-
that's why I'm saying is you voting telling that person who to vote for. You know, they still haven't did the electoral college vote. That's not until like next week. It's not even, that's why it's not official. That's why he's projected as president. That's why Trump is fighting and fighting and fighting.
Hey,
This is about to get real ugly. I'm telling you.
hey, look, look. Let's look at this now. I want to get some clarification on this here. Okay, you have a state that has a electoral college number of votes that go toward the president, right?
Yes.
Now, and as Tracy eloquently stated, that if that state goes blue, then those electoral votes go for the blue, right?
Uh-huh.
Correct.
So now, when we know, are those electoral votes, are they people that are sitting in these seats and then they cast a vote?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Each state, no. Each state has okay, my opinion. Each state has a set number, right?
Yes.
And some bigger states may have a smaller number. So that part I don't understand.
No.
Some
That's
states got
just when they say, like, for instance, Georgia was 11 it's 11 people that's making that vote. They
But-
telling you how many electoral college people that's in the play. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if it takes 270 electoral college votes to become president, if Georgia is 11, Georgia is not going to change from 11 based on if they're voting for Trump or Biden. Georgia 11 is going to stay 11. It's not going to deviate because somebody like, no, I want to vote for somebody else, or I'm going to do something different this time. No, those numbers are those numbers. They don't get no votes after that. It's 270, and then each state.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Okay, so like, let's say Georgia, and we look at the 11. Those 11 seats, those 11 votes, are they coming from people who voted themselves, and then their vote goes toward the vote for the president?
Actually, if you look at
we live in a democracy now. We live in a democracy now where we elect officials to make these decisions for us based on their intellect.
actually,
Now,
we voted them in too.
we voted
We
them
didn't pay
in,
no attention.
exactly. So
We didn't
their
pay-
vote, because they vote for president too. Even the president can vote for himself. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's
Yeah,
because
so-
he's a citizen. So
Right.
they can always vote for themselves too, because they are citizens. They have the right to vote just like everybody else has the right to vote.
Right. So I'm saying, like, so
And he mailed his in.
11 Portcell, what was that, Jerome?
I said he mailed his vote in.
Man, let's vote in. So yeah, all right. So you got the 11 votes, the electoral college votes in Georgia. So I'm trying to figure out all those 11 votes, and let's say it turns Democratic. Are those 11 votes automatically Democratic? Or does the Democratic seat holders who hold those electoral seat votes, does their vote count?
From the way it is is you have 11 Republicans, you have 11 Democratic. So if the Democratic shows if that state goes blue, those 11 votes on the Democratic side or the Republican side, whatever state it is.
Right.
It's a
So
fact.
that's what I'm saying. So does it just go? That's what I'm asking. Like, does it go automatically blue because that was the color blue, and all those votes is automatically a Democratic nominee vote cast for president, or is it those 11 seat holders who cast their vote for president, and that's what quote unquote makes the electoral college vote? Because if that's the case, then your Democratic vote is not represented completely if that person is going to vote maybe for Republican or whatever.
That's not the case.
We'll
That's
find
not
out.
the case.
I'm telling y'all now, this next month, we're gonna find out a lot of stuff that we never pay no attention to.
I'm gonna tell you why that's not the case. Because Georgia has been a red state.
Mhm.
But because of the popular votes, because of the individuals that's voting for the presidential candidates, that's what turned the state blue. Because the majority of the votes that came in is what turned the state blue. It wasn't the electoral colleges that turned the state blue. It was the amount of votes that came in that were cast for Biden, regardless of everybody else on the ticket. It was the votes, the number of votes that were cast for Biden, which turned the state blue, which gave him those electoral college votes.
Your state
And
didn't come
actually,
in
it was
for us
16.
anyway. Your state didn't come in for us.
They didn't, and I wouldn't have expected them to. My
Your
state is
state failed
Arkansas.
us. Damn it,
Well, wait.
Florida.
My home state is Arkansas, and
Oh,
they didn't, and Florida didn't either. But let me say this: my county represented
broke it
my
down?
county.
I broke it down.
Yes, my county is Broward County. So Broward County, Orlando area, Miami-Dade, those counties, Tampa, those counties, they showed up and showed out, and they voted blue. So I know where I don't want to live.
I think that's what gets me is like only the urban cities will go Democratic. And I feel like that's something that we need to, our votes need to matter. And right now,
Absolutely.
we're being pimped so much that I don't even want to rock blue no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because
Well, you say our votes, what did you repeat that as far as our votes mattering or not mattering?
because I mean, no. What I'm saying is from our people, our votes. Yes, they use us to get our votes, but then it doesn't. It don't matter after the fact. It's kind of like, thank you. We'll see you next 4 years.
Yeah.
But
And that's why I say it don't really matter because we don't never put an agenda. It's like for you to have our votes, this is blah 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 blah. We should have, and that's something that we need to, as a people, need to start. I mean, for one, we need to break up this Democratic Republican Party because we just realized they're the same party. They just have two different perspectives.
yeah,
They ain't really working for us. Which one
Two
working
heads
for
of the
us?
same snake.
yeah, right. Let me jump in there, B. So,
Go ahead.
you're
'cause
talking about breaking up a two-party system. So to break up a two-party system, you have to break up the system, right? And so,
I'm just throwing my opinion. Just my
no,
opinion.
I'm saying, I'm just clarifying it. So you're talking about also our votes matter, right? Well, I always look at it like this. Since there was a freer and right to vote, where you wasn't getting killed, where you wasn't getting beat to death by going to vote in the 60s, when have we ever said that our vote mattered? We're so caught up in the process to vote, your right to vote, that we don't really understand what it means, what we're casting our vote to. And so to say now we should, have an agenda, and we hadn't had an agenda for 50 years is like crazy to me. I like, so yeah, we need an agenda.
You think Martin Luther King them didn't have no agenda?
Right.
They went into the
They had
Democratic
one.
Party, and look what happened to them.
Right. So,
Tracy got that laugh, and that was a sinister laugh.
Because you're like, look what happened to them.
No, but I mean, it's
They got whacked.
but now, because you don't have to have a centralized figure like Martin Luther King, because you have the internet, because you have quicker media around the world, this is the time to, to get our agenda together. And we probably talked about it on another show. I can't remember which one it was, to, not having so many plans, putting all these plans together and, going forward with it.
Focusing on something and getting something done.
Right, exactly.
Taking step by step. We building blocks, you know, we get one thing done, we tackle another, because like throwing a whole lot of stuff, as Tracy was speaking earlier, we throw a whole lot of stuff on the plate, ain't nothing gonna get done like it always happens. That's what we got so
That's
much
true.
to
Some
throw
gonna
on
fall
this
by the
plate.
wayside.
Right, we got so much to throw on this plate that we want to throw it all on there, and then they're shuffling around what they're gonna do, what they're gonna do with it, and then nothing never gets done. Then we got another person to deal with who's gonna arrange our plate.
Right.
But I'm saying, did we help ourselves?
You said, did we help ourselves?
Yeah. Did we help ourselves by going Democratic this year?
Oh, absolutely. And it's not about what we can get from Biden or what we can get from the Democratic Party. It's how we don't want to be treated, or how we have been treated over the last 4 years. Trump, he may have been good, or I don't know how he's been good, because I'm not in tax brackets that other people may have been in that they benefit from his policies or whatever. But, well, I can't even say that, because personally, me, Tracy, in my household, I haven't been affected. I haven't, my pay hasn't changed. Well, it's changed because the government gives increases every year, but I haven't really been impacted. But when I look out at people that look like me, that have been impacted, that I have insurance, I don't have to worry about insurance with the government. But other people that may not be able to afford insurance, or that may, you know, they survive off of Obamacare, and you talking about taking that away and giving something else, but you haven't given anything else, and you don't even have a plan for anything else. I believe it's just he don't like Obamacare. It's just because it got his name in it and he want to take it away. Like, why else would you take what? Why else would you take something away that millions of people are using? Why? What do you get, Trump? What do you get out of taking away people's insurance that they're using, that they're living off of, or because some people, a lot of times, they don't take people with pre-existing conditions, but this does. They can go to different hospitals. They can have all these ailments and problems and sicknesses and be seen because of Obamacare. So why would you, Trump, want to take that away from millions of people that are supporting you? It's not just Black people that's on, or it's not even, I'm not even gonna say Black, it's not even Democrats that's on Obamacare. Millions of people are using and utilizing Obamacare. So why is it that people that's supporting your base, why is it that you want to take that away? Why? You know why?
Because the corporation ain't making money. Corporations ain't making money off of that.
It ain't about corporations. That's the problem. It's not about corporations. It's about the individual people.
No. You asked the
I did. So that's Trump's answer.
No, that would be because that's it. Don't forget, we're in a capitalist country.
Yeah, that's why they still
gotta make money. It's has
to always making money.
You're not making money when everybody's on free healthcare.
Nobody's on free healthcare. You still have to pay for it.
But I mean, it just, I don't know, dude. It's.
Well, you got to look at it.
But all right, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. Okay. Because if you put, and the reason why I'm saying it is, look at who's president now and what has he done. Look how much damage he has done for our generation. And the reason why I'm saying our generation, because our generation is most affected by his crime bill, which got Clinton and they ran with it. You know, a lot of our friends, family members was put in jails. A lot of people, a lot of Black families who didn't have the whole family structure in because of the crack cocaine pandemic. And how they looked at us is like it was our fault. When we look at it now and look at the pandemic with opium, let's put everybody in the rehab because it's affecting them and it's not affecting, crack cocaine didn't affect them like, that was put there to affect us personally because you're always trying to wipe us out.
You know what a lot of people ain't thinking about? Okay, Trump was our president and Trump was business minded. So he ran America like a corporation. Joe Biden has made a living off of the government. He's been in politics for a long time, so he's made a living off of the government. The government has made him rich. Now, coming from that aspect, Joe Biden is going to utilize the support of the government and the law of the government. Trump is really too dumb to get in the legalities of the government. He's in the business and trying to make a dollar. That's all he's thinking about. You know what I'm saying? And see, Biden, what a lot of people ain't thinking about is how he's going to government mandate a lot of stuff. He's going to apply laws through government, you know what I'm saying? He going through litigation and pushing law. He's going to have everybody dependent upon the government, and the government is going to be regulating a lot more stuff. He's going to be putting it in. See, Trump didn't think about this. Biden thinks about this kind of stuff. He come up with the crime bill. He's going to come up with something else. He's biased in his drug approach, and he's biased in his government approach. So I don't know if we're really looking at what we're getting into, because I don't want to be living like I'm in some military shelter.
You ain't been in the military. You don't know how this shit is, man.
I got kicked out. I do know.
I'm like, what's wrong with that? We were living the best life.
I got kicked out the military, and I'm just saying, I don't like walking around with all these masks and stuff, and then like if they mandate this mask wearing and stuff, that's really uncomfortable. Like, so that's gonna prohibit me from suing somebody. You know what I mean? Because I already don't like going in the store with a mask on and coming out with less money than I had. You know what I mean? So this is psychologically, you know what I'm saying, harmful to a lot of people.
Psychologically? How about instead of looking at it psychologically, we look at it as health-wise, and people are dying.
Health-wise is super harmful. It's super harmful health-wise. You're sitting here breathing with this mask on. You're creating bacteria. Your body expels carbon dioxide, and it's not supposed to be captured and then re-inhaled. This stuff is all harmful. We wearing all these masks. They ain't even COVID-approved masks. I mean, test the flu and go on.
Okay, so what about the doctors and the nurses that wear masks all day, every day, even before COVID?
Yeah, but when they get off, they take it off.
When you get home or in your car, you take it off. Right. You go in the store, you wearing it.
That's only doing surgery. That's only doing surgery, Tracy.
Hey, they decided to work in that field. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being at an inconvenience. Why should I go in the store? Hey, yo, that's why I'm glad I live down in the South. I go in the store. We ain't on all that mask stuff down here.
What y'all numbers looking like?
Like Jet.
The South ain't. We got fresh air down here, man. We got fruits and stuff. We eat healthy. You know what I mean? We eat good down here, man.
We got a lot of trees.
We grow poke salad and shit.
Yeah, poke fish. You like poke fish?
Hey, but yo, for real though, I mean, like, we not as populated, but to me, I think this whole COVID thing is a scare tactic, man, to control people, man. If you look at big businesses have monopolized industry now. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of businesses, that have shut down. People lost jobs, and so the big businesses who are able to still operate, they're the only ones operating. So, as far as selling goods and services, they're the only ones making the money now because they were big enough to withhold stuff. So I mean, this whole COVID stuff is a hoax, just so the big heads can make more money and monopolize
And
stuff.
there's a Trump line right there. What the hell, Tut?
I got a question for
I'm
you,
just,
Tut.
I'm just messing with Tut.
I got a question for you.
Uh-oh. See? Told you, Tut.
Has COVID affected anyone that you know of personally?
I've seen a few people die. They say they died from COVID, but
No. Not I seen a few people die and they said anybody you know affected personally, like in your family, anybody that you know that you talk to affected.
I don't want to call out names, but yeah, I know somebody directly that died from COVID, but that's just what the doctor said. And you know, me personally, I'm not too much in favor of the doctors, ministers, nurses, and cremators here because they all work in cahoots with certain stuff. So telling me about some doctor's opinion on something, they still in their lives, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, from, you know, they studies. So just to say somebody died from COVID, I mean, you can label that as anything. If you look at the death rate of people that have died in America every year, it is not trending so much to be such a scare of a disease. If you
don't think so?
We're still on track. More people die every year. The number of deaths isn't declining every year. It grows because the population grows. So
you sound like Trump now. You really sound like Trump. More people are getting COVID because more people are being tested.
I agree with him to that, Tracy. I have to agree with him.
But more people.
These statistics, and you can look them up, and you can see that in these statistics.
Who got Google on their phone right quick?
Yeah, Google it.
I got my computer up right now. Okay, but over 10 million people have died from COVID alone.
Worldwide.
So you mean to tell me that
that's a needle in a haystack? That's nothing.
Compared to the amount of people in the world, yes, but not compared to the number of deaths last year. And it ain't even been a year.
It's the same number. We're on pace to have the same statistical number of deaths that we do every year. We have the same trending markup every year. It's not, and even the deaths that have happened from COVID, what is it, 200-something thousand? You know, those deaths are significant to a growth from a population growth. You know what I'm saying? So those numbers are going to come up every year. You're going to get an extra 2, 3, 4 million deaths a year. You know what I'm saying? Just from, just living on because of the birth rate and the death rate. So to say that COVID is causing all these deaths, you can put that on anything. For next year, we can say aluminum lids are killing people. And we can track the deaths, and I guarantee you can calculate a number and say people are dying from aluminum lids and have a significant number no different than the COVID numbers.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, no. The reason why I'm saying it is because last year
I'm gonna add it up.
The numbers was about the same, and it was the flu.
I'm gonna add it up. This looks pretty hot.
Catch the flu and go on. Look at everybody that's on TV who they say catching it. They ain't dying. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's dying that might catch it that are unhealthy and they can't fight off a flu of this strain. You know what I mean? There are certain people with ailments. I mean, if you're born with ailments, I apologize. I mean, I understand, but certain people don't take care of themselves. Their immune systems aren't as strong. If you catch something like this and you can't fight it off, I mean, it's like a flu. You can catch the flu and die. It's a flu. You can catch a cold and die if you ain't healthy.
You researching this too, didn't you?
You catch pneumonia.
What you come up with, Tracy?
I researched it already, but embellish me, please.
Not embellish. I will tell you what this is. This is 35 million people in 2019. Deaths in 2019.
I thought it was 45 million.
Wait a minute. What they die of?
It's
Yeah.
just 45 million people died last year. That's what statistic I saw.
Let me see. 2020 reset view.
Well, she got them researching it.
Yeah. Do this. I mean, we
Come
did
on,
this.
Jerome, man, you too quiet, man. Are you Googling it too?
Yeah, I'm Googling.
It ain't no different. They for those
There is a
watching too.
difference.
For those watching too, y'all can go to Google and type in world population clock, and it'll show you a population clock and meter of deaths and growth
about
every
2%.
year, every minute.
It's about
I was on the
2%.
CDC website, but you said world population clock.
Yes, you can. World population clock.
Oh hell, here you go.
And in
Thank you,
that
Ted.
world population clock, it'll show you the deaths for each country, the births
It's
for
about
each
2%.
country, the whole world, everything.
I'm saying it's about 2 to 3% per year. But the problem is,
It's not popping up. World population clock. Dot
Yeah.
what?
That's just type that in, and it's gonna show a link. And come on, man, we gotta go surfing. Do I gotta teach you how to surf? Nah, I'm just playing.
Okay, the official website is worldometers.
Oh, there you go.
Info.
I mean, I'm just going. You know they say.
Since you're trying to come for me.
But you can't make them drink.
yo, I tell you what, I got a question. Tracy, are you gonna take the vaccine?
I am not.
Huh?
Absolutely not. No,
Why not?
I don't. Just like I don't take the flu shot.
Wait a minute. You just did this whole fuss about.
I wear my mask.
That
I wear my mask. I don't have a problem wearing my mask.
mask don't save you from nothing. You know that, right?
Okay, I'm good. I wear my mask. I put on my hand sanitizer. I wash my hands. I stay away from people. Don't
that's
be
what all you
coughing
need
on
to
me.
do.
Don't be breathing on me.
And that's all you're supposed to do. But go ahead, Jerome. Go ahead, man. Get in there, scientific. Come on, man.
Now,
You just want to let that battle go out, see who's gonna come out victorious.
yeah, I was enjoying it.
Hey, hold on. What's the percentage of the population that dies off every year?
Okay.
According to this, it's already at 51 million deaths this year.
No. What's the percentage? There's no.
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's not 51 million deaths. It's
Yeah,
That's this
51
year.
One that had
I think they
contracted
had
the
51.
virus.
45 or 47 last year, so we right on track. We in November.
talking about for the world.
Nah, for America.
No, this is
No,
the world.
you
This
can't-
says current world
I mean,
population.
the world,
Listen.
yeah, pardon me.
That's 1/5 of the population.
What the
No
hell?
way
Tut?
55 million people die.
What the hell, Tut?
That's
You better say
crazy.
world. Say world, Tut. Change it up.
I apologize. I
It said
misstated
50
that. I meant
it's
the world.
55.
We was helping you, dude. We threw you the damn alley-oop.
Yeah.
It was 55 million cases. It's only 1.3 million deaths.
Right.
For what?
For COVID.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, which is a needle in a haystack.
It ain't no 1 million deaths.
Huh?
No.
1.3. That's what it said.
1.3 million deaths for COVID so far in the world.
Oh, can y'all see that?
He is
That's
really
a needle.
He-
That's a needle
No, we
in the
can't see
haystack.
it. You got a little phone.
Okay, you said needle
Yeah,
in a
big
haystack.
hands.
This is for COVID alone. What about all the other deaths that you have? For all the
Right,
other
so-
medical reasons, all the other killings, all the other the babies being born dead, all of that. This is
Right.
just COVID, needle in the haystack. What about all the other deaths? Last year, it didn't account for COVID because COVID didn't exist last year. So
Actually, I think it did. We just didn't know about it.
It's
It
more
probably
things
did.
dangerous than COVID. If you want to wear a mask, you should wear a mask because you're working around 50 people, but you shouldn't wear a mask in fear of COVID because there's more things that can kill you quicker than COVID can.
Well, yeah. I can get shot. I can get in a car accident.
All right, let's get back on topic. Because I don't know how the hell we stuck on this corona shit. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. Tut, I'm with you. I deal with that every day in the house. So it's kind of like we don't even talk about it no more because we're at a standstill.
Yeah, and it's crazy that something like this can cause so much of a dividing line between homes, relationships, families, working partners, friends. This COVID and this election has drawn the line on a lot of people. And to get back onto the topic of the presidency and the voting, think about all the people now that they doing it like Jesus now. You know, oh, you ain't Jesus, you ain't down with me. You know, you's not with Trump, you ain't down with me. Or you not with my master Biden, you ain't down with me. I mean, motherfuckers would cut you off because you ain't on a presidential issue. I mean,
Trump is pissed though that all these companies coming out with this percentage of what their vaccine is after the election. He thinking he would have won the election more if they would have said it before that.
He knew they was gonna do it anyway. He knew they trying to hold off that stuff till he get out of office. They don't want to do nothing else to make him look good or nothing. I mean, like everybody that is professionally in politics, they want Trump out. He's a bad look for the political arena. That's why I love him. Make him look bad, Trump.
Hold on, I'm confused. What the fuck? Who you voted? Did you vote for him, Trump? I mean, for him.
I didn't vote. What do you mean? Hey, if the president ain't gonna change what job I get or what business I run, or
you just said that. Say we're gonna be in a. You said we're gonna be in military fucking barracks, man. You said that,
hey, yo, man, I moved to Africa, bro. If I had to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they say what 20,000 in Africa set you for life. Yo, I'm gone. I talked to the girl, she African, worked with me, and she was like, you paid $3,000 for your plane and $7,000 more, you have $10,000, you set for life.
She lying.
Sure ain't lying.
She lying.
But no, but I mean, look at it like this.
I ain't been to Africa.
Look how crazy it is now. I hate the reason why I don't really like Trump because he divided the country. No.
Oh, absolutely.
It was already divided. It's very openly now.
Right.
You can show your hatred for something that only your forefathers trained you to be, because they don't know the history. Because you think Trump don't pull all the strings.
You know what, B? I don't agree with that he was bad for this country. Me personally, I think Trump was great for this country.
He just showed their face.
Right. Well, I'm saying we knew it was here, but now it doesn't have to be. It don't have to be.
It was with the left hand too.
You know, because my thing is, now that you see it, what you gonna do? You know,
right?
Trump puts the ball back in your court, meaning everything that you said was bad, everything that you said he done. Well, who's gonna fix it? Are you depending on Biden to fix it?
Mm-mm.
If you're depending on Biden to fix it, then you're actually in the same situation that you was with Trump.
Because we got to fix it on our own.
Right, it's just gonna be his policies instead of Trump had no policies. He was just supposed to be a face, and he was a puppet and supposed to have been manipulated by somebody else. But his ego kind of got in the way.
I was about to say, he don't listen to nobody but himself.
But I'm saying his ego got in the way. That's what got him in. Everybody else got him in, but once he was in, his ego took over.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, what are we gonna do?
And that's why I said our votes shouldn't matter.
They do. You've already voted. So what are we gonna do?
Yeah, it's done.
Now what?
All right, fuck it. For future, 4 years from now, 2 years from now, it's just not. How about that then? You got me on that,
All
damn it, you Jerome. You got me. But no, for real though. Let's be real though.
I'm running for president. Do what we gonna do right here.
What are we gonna
I'm
do?
running for president.
So what you gonna do, Ted?
I'm gonna need $5 from everybody for my campaign. $5. We
Go
rather
fund
have we like the kind that jingles, but we rather have the kind that folds.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you now. I think the dollar's falling. The dollar ain't gonna mean nothing now. The paper dollar is gonna mean nothing now.
Hey yo, and that's exactly have y'all ever seen that movie Fun with Dick and Jane?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, they need a fall guy. They thought it was gonna fall with Trump. They thought it was gonna fall with Obama. They're waiting for America to crumble. If you look at any country that was established, like you say, off of fiat currency, they have failed. And every empire that has grown, this imperial society here, its demise is inevitable. It's not going to be forever. So the great decline of America is definitely amongst us. And if we ain't getting our shit together exactly on what exactly we're going to do, then we're going to get swallowed up with it. You know what I mean?
You're right. That's why we got to get our shit, like you said. That's why I'm saying we need to start making, just like how our money is power that we just don't use. I feel like our vote should be used at the same thing. If we are needed so much for you to win, we should benefit from it. Period.
But
pay me to vote.
Well, let me say it like this then.
They do pay you to vote. You go
pay me to vote. You want to be in office, pay me.
B, the way you saying that, right?
Oh, I said it wrong.
You know, you say our votes are worth something. You know,
it should.
But like I said, we've already voted, so that's just like, you know.
Stop saying that, damn it.
But I'm saying it's just like, now you already done.
Well, it's the truth.
You already done the act. Now you like, no, well, let me get $40. Well, you know, there's no negotiating now. They might just throw you $2. You already done it. So, I mean, so we don't think prior to the act, you know, the act of voting. We only think in the midst of voting, you know, and then after we voted, it's like, okay, we're done. No, we're not done, you know.
So that was off emotions then.
You know, that's my problem that I have with leadership in our community. You know, they only hype you up to vote, but after the vote, you know, it's done.
We voted for nothing.
Voted, you know,
No, they come back in 2 years. They come back in 2 years.
Yeah, you voted for somebody else though. You know, what's your interest? You know, where do you stand? What do you stand to gain by giving your vote?
And the exact, that's one great thing, Jerome, because these politicians who do get in these seats, they lobby for certain companies. Exactly. Because those companies pay them to get laws passed. Now, that money that should be funneling back to the people who voted for him. But it doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we would think we would like it to do. So the politicians who are voting, you know, getting these votes, they ain't doing nothing with the proceeds that they're gaining. They ain't doing nothing with the money that they're gaining and using for development projects. They're not for nothing in development into neighborhoods or into creating an infrastructure for young Black Americans to gain wealth and money and stratify themselves, education. You know what I'm saying? So whoever we vote for, they ain't doing nothing for us anyway. Coach!
Coach about to shake it up now. Coach is about to shake this
I'm
shit
just
up,
catching
man.
up, man. Let me see what's going on. How y'all doing? How everyone doing? I see we have Tracy Grant. I haven't met her. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful.
Good.
Glad to be on with you all.
Yeah, Coach. I've been wanting to get you on for a minute.
Man, I've been coaching. You know, my boys been fighting and we've been going to different gyms. And like last Monday, we was up in Smyrna, I think. Yeah, they was up fighting in Marietta. So we've been everywhere. We've been busy.
We talking about the current election. We're just giving our viewpoints.
Whoa.
Told you about to shake it up because
Well, 92% of black women put Biden in office. 82% of black men putting Biden in office. Now they're starting to ask, hold on. Now they're starting to ask, well, we're not going to say he's in office. We're going to say projected elect. Yes. Okay. But anyway, the numbers say 82% black men, 92% black women. And now we're asking for something. Okay. BLM, now they're asking for something. BLM agenda has nothing to do with black folks, but now they're asking for something. All right. Now we off with them. Let me turn my camera. We got through them, and now we got who else?
The alphabet people.
Right. So everyone's asking for something now, but then nobody asked for nothing before they got in office. Now I've been streaming and stressing this on my page. We do not want Biden to get in office. I don't care how bad y'all hate Trump, because I don't like Trump neither. But Biden, for us to go out in record numbers and vote for Biden, and his record says, get these folks out of here, period. He said he don't want them around us. He don't run around his mama. He don't want niggas or nowhere around his people, period.
When he say that?
Oh, I got the tape. I didn't play the tape.
No. Okay, but when did he say it?
It comes out his mouth. It comes out his mouth. It's not no made up tape.
But when did he say it is my question.
Oh, when he was, I'm gonna tell you, let me pull it out. Anybody got a quarter? Anybody got a quarter?
Man, we need a quarter for.
A quarter?
Hey, well, why you looking at him?
Here it is right here. Right here. A quarter. Anybody get caught with this much amount of dope gets 5 years in prison. No judge can overturn that. Now we're talking about this much dope. Can't nobody get rich off this much dope. Somebody get caught with this much dope they're using. And
so my question still isn't answered.
This is when he said it. When he was talking about this right here, to get somebody 5 years for this amount of dope, he wants us out of society. He wrote them with his little fingers. He wrote them with his own little fingers.
Okay, so when? The question is when, not what he said and when did he say it?
I understand.
I got something for you right here.
I can't give you the exact date. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I got something for you.
Let me finish this. Let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
I can't give you the exact date, but between him and Trump, he has verbally talked down on us since 1976. His name is on every crime bill since 1976. And then now he plagiarized his speeches ever since he got in office. Even he plagiarized when he was in college. Now Kamala Harris is doing the same thing. She just plagiarized the speech, talking about when she was a little girl. That's a plagiarized speech. These folks is lying.
Hey, I got one question for you, dude.
To getting off.
Hold up, Coach. I got just one question.
They're liars.
Can you change?
Exactly. That is my point.
No.
That right there is my point.
Okay, now.
Have you ever said anything from in the 90s? Have you ever said anything that you regretted? Have you ever said anything that you like, oh, you know what? I said that, but I sure wish I could go back and change that. Me personally, I've said a whole bunch of stuff throughout my life.
No, not you.
Bunch of stuff. But hold on, I got a call coming in. Let me end it. Decline. Okay, I got to get back. So, but the thing about it is, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got to start video again. Okay, the thing about it is, sometimes I could have a come to Jesus moment. Sometimes somebody can say something to me like, oh, you know what? I was wrong for that. I said that and I felt that way. I was adamant about that thing. You couldn't tell me nothing different until somebody came to me and said something to me that made me rethink my thought process. And then it's like, oh, okay, you know what? I was wrong about that.
And you're right. And I do agree with you. People can change. People can make a sleight of tongue and make an error. But if we want to get into a time text table here, just recently he said the most disrespectful shit for me being an original man, a black man,
right?
On this planet Earth. He said the most disrespectful stuff. Now, I'm not gonna talk about what he said in the past. Coach don't got an exact date. Whatever.
Right.
I'm talking about what he said in the here and now.
Right.
And he said, if you ain't black if you don't vote for me. That's disrespectful.
Okay. It was.
It was, but I mean, you got to understand that in the context of why he said it, because everybody white so-called is voting for Trump.
But hold on. Can y'all hear me? Yeah,
we can hear you.
Okay, check this out. They asked him to apologize for the 94 crime bill that all the senators. Wait a minute, hold on. That man bucked on him. He said he wasn't apologizing for nothing. Then when he got in there with Obama, he said, this is the first. Now I'm quoting this man. He said, this is the first African-American man that with some class, that you know what I'm saying, with some sense. Now, if that was worse than that was the lowest blow that a man can say, to name an African/white man the number one. See, he's not even a nigga. He ain't even been through Negro ties. That man ain't even related to us by no bond, blood, or nowhere. This man is African and cracker. Y'all messing with Coach today. Is y'all messing with Coach today? Y'all messing with me today. That man ain't got no ancestors in bondage nowhere in Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama.
He got no blood related.
None of it.
You don't get no reparations, Coach.
And that's why Trump was on his head. Y'all like, hold on, this ain't no nigga. Y'all playing. This ain't no nigga here. That man, come on, y'all playing.
Coach say he don't get no reparations.
Do he deserve them? Shit. Come on.
I don't know what to say after that. I can't come back. Go ahead, Jerome.
But while he's talking about that, now he is one of the only few African Americans. He is really African American.
He's the only African American that I know. All y'all look like Indians to me. Especially King Tut. He got that old Mayan head over there.
Dude, that shit is big as shit, though. I thought it was the camera.
Everybody has some type of Indian lineage. All of us do. I don't care how
Think
far
about
you
Kamala
go.
Harris. Her lineage.
No, she's East. And now wait a minute, that's another thing.
Whoa. Her father Jamaican, so she's still
Okay,
African-American.
right. That's West Indian. Okay, all right. But he looked like an Indian that was selling gas in Jamaica. Let's get real with it. Now, check this out though. Then she just passed a bill. Ain't she working on something with 500,000 Indians already right now? Ain't she's working on something? I had read something. She's working on something with 500,000 Indians from India. And then it's with the immigration bill. Huh?
I thought you were talking about us.
No, I'm talking about over there, them other folk. I ain't talking about us. Because you know they 6 key points is what? They trying to get rid of what? Ain't nothing about us. All this hooping and hollering we done did for the last year of 2020, they ain't said nothing about us. They talking about what? They talking about DACA. They talking about the Paris climate joint. They talking about immigration. I'm live, y'all. They talking about immigration.
Pull out the belt.
Immigration. What else we talking about? We got immigration. That's 3. I'm missing 2. But anybody can look up on Forbes.com and look up the 5 things that the Biden administration is trying to pull up. and none of it has to do with us. None of it. Oh, they trying to get back with who? WHO. So, yeah, I broke all this stuff down.
World Health
Virus Common
Organization.
Control, the reason why we left them, because we're giving them millions, gazillions of dollars, and they ain't doing nothing. It's not benefiting us in the long run. They want us to cut down on so much of this emission, and China get to just ball out of under control. And then you got the WHO. The WHO, we giving them $492 million for them to just experiment on some shit, when China only gave them 49 million, and it's the China flu. So you
That is not a China flu.
That's the reason why he backed out of it, because we giving them $492. China's only giving 49 million, right? Am I lying, y'all? Am I lying?
Man, why you gotta call it the China flu, man?
That's what the president said. He's still the president.
So
Don't
you,
get
so you
misconstrued.
believe?
So wait a minute, so
Hey,
you
he's
just
still
ride
the
with him?
president. Hey, Trump is
Kung
still
flu.
the president, bro.
He called it Kung flu.
Yeah, the Kung flu, the China flu. It come from China.
But it was made where? But it was
Oh,
made where? In Patton.
Probably in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Pat.
right.
Who owns the patent?
Talking about the CDC. Hey, boy, we not about to get. They're gonna shut y'all page down.
So how, what do you think we're gonna go from now? From now, where do you think we're
Oh
going?
my gosh.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Since
I
you know here.
think that we are gonna try to hold these folks accountable, but it's too late. I think they're trying to push this in. They're trying to push it to the vaccines to where it needed the most, which is the highest whereas the coronavirus is supposed to be reported the most, which will be our communities.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be test dummies for these folks again. Is this gonna be Tulsa, Oklahoma all over again on a bigger
Damn.
you see what I'm saying?
Damn.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Huh?
Tuskegee Airmen.
I'm talking about Alabama when they gave them folks syphilis. That's what I'm talking about.
Tuskegee.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuskegee.
I ain't talking about the airmen. They just gave it to some niggas. They lined them up and started poking them. And then give them no treatment for the shit. That's what I'm talking about.
That was the whole point of it. They wanted to see how.
They about to do us the same way. Look, bro, we
Right.
ain't got no health insurance, so a lot of us ain't gonna get no treatment.
Right?
Man, they gonna see. That's the thing. Now, if they make getting this vaccine mandated, that's some fuck shit, yo. They
Now,
got this, yo.
I got one even worse for you. They say 94.5% of it. So if the 6% is bad to just our genes, then we fucked. You take 6% out of 13%, that only leave us 7% left in the population. I ain't taking that shit. They gonna have to lock me up, tie me down, and force it on my ass. I am
Doing
not
military
taking that
there.
shit. Bro, I'm not. I'll meet all y'all in FEMA camps because I ain't taking shit.
I meet y'all at the crossroads. They got to kill me.
They gonna be trying to take us to FEMA camp. I'm like,
But it's funny though that the vaccine is, for some reason, it's like the top thing that everybody's looking forward to, which I don't know.
how did it go from old white folks to not just the niggas? Wait a minute. How did it go to it was old white folks. Everybody was mad because we couldn't get it. Remember? Niggas couldn't get it. Remember?
Then they said it was killing mostly niggas.
Oh, that was just a lot. Look, man, I got a news report of them talking about cancer. Say the skin cancer is up because of the sun. You know what I'm saying? How it's on these little young kids. But then at the end of the report, they're gonna say it's twice as double as for black. Get the fuck out of here. You lie, excuse me, but they just straight lie on national TV. Now that you know it's fake news, man. Talking about it's worse for us. It's twice as worse for us. Get out of here. That's a lie.
It is if we stay inside the house.
Yeah, I bet. If you keep a nigga in jail all year, you know it's gonna hurt him. He ain't got no sunlight.
And see, we have to. Like
That's
I
why
said,
we have
also-
low vitamin D.
That's what
I
kills
don't.
you.
Do you? You out in the damn sun all the time, Tracy. You ride a bike.
No.
Hey, but see, that's why we have to be aware. We have to be aware of these doctors, ministers, nurses, and cremators, because they're only gonna feed us their European scholar intellect, which is influence us to control us to do what they want us to do. You know what I'm saying? If you know, in time of cutting out the black man. You know, you couldn't even get married by the pastor unless you go see the doctor. And you go to the doctor, and the doctor be like, "Oh, you can't marry this person. You got something wrong with you or something, and you can't get married." So we have to be aware of how some of these organizations and factions of structure work in cahoots.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
too late.
saying?
That's too
So,
late.
hey, King Tut. So what we're gonna do about the 11 million immigrants that he felt that are already legal? You
Who?
see how they just deflect our ass, man. Fuck them niggas. Let's get these other folks in here. Hey, what
Right.
about the 11 million immigrants that they now about to give citizenship? Ain't nobody looking at what's going on.
Wait a minute. Are they illegal or were they already here?
No, they probably was already here, and they probably
Yeah,
can't
most
get
of
legal.
them already here, and
So
they
if they
already,
was already here and they already working, they already contribute anyway.
Well,
yeah,
so check this out. So wait a minute. So Trump got in office. He went down there to all these chicken plants, kicked all them folks out of them chicken plants, all the Migos. Now who working in them chicken plants right now? I'm just
Nobody.
asking who working there.
Nobody.
Crackers, old poor white folks that were living trailer parks and niggas. They all of them full. I ain't missing a beat. They getting paid now. Migos come back. Y'all got to go because I got some low waging about to go up in here. You get what I'm saying? It ain't fair. This ain't fair.
You work at a chicken spot.
I don't work nowhere for nobody.
No, that ain't the question to ask. Would you work at a chicken spot?
No.
Would
I
you
will
be
not.
sitting there cutting cows and
No,
shit?
I ain't gonna say no. Yes, I will. If I had to, if that's all I know, if that's where I live at, if I come from doing that type of stuff, that's no problem to me. But the sight of blood is vomit. So no, it's not gonna work.
That's the low of the low. That's what I'm saying.
Hey yo,
I'm just
hey
saying
yo,
though, we got people that do it on a regular basis though. I got a whole bunch of folks that got cows and stuff that if you kill a deer, I can take it to their house and they'll straighten it out for me. I
Right,
get some
right.
meat
Hey,
and
we
some
should be
package.
like that.
You know,
Right,
but
and
everybody
solid.
ain't that. It ain't everybody thing. My thing is computers and electronics and stuff. That's
Right.
my game. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
Bob,
can hook up a system. I can make a car beat to you can hear it from here all the way to where you live at.
Hey, but one of y'all just hit on something when y'all was talking about blood, and that made me think of contaminants. And I hate to jump off subject a little bit, but let's look at this right here. I don't think a lot of people pay attention to this.
oh,
We're running around rampant with a pandemic that is caused by fucking being unclean, right?
Right.
True.
So we are in a society where animals are in people's homes. People are more accustomed to having animals. You know what I'm saying? You got people walk around and the dog take a dump. They pick it up in a bag. You know what I'm saying? And throw it away. And it ain't like they go to a sink and wash their hands. You know, they go in the store, pass money. You know, so let's look at how germs and things are being passed now and the society we live in, and let's be cognizant of that.
So are they picking up the boo-boo with their hands?
They pick it up with a bag, but what's the difference? You picking up shit. That's
A
unclean.
big difference.
You know
You're
what
not
I'm saying?
touching it with your hand.
Regardless, that is unclean because if you know the fecal matter, it begins to excrete electrons into the atmosphere. So this fecal matter is beginning to break down as soon as it hits the air.
Tell
and
him
it's
cut.
leaving
Tell him
the
Tut.
airborne.
Tut got it, boy. I tell you, that boy got it.
Why you gotta go so
That
damn
boy,
scientific?
that boy gonna go deep. He gonna break it down to the.
That boy brought down the electron. Tracy, go ahead,
I'm
Tracy.
telling
You
you.
got that look on your face. Hey,
I
hit
just
it back.
disagree.
Hit it back,
That's
Serena.
all.
So
I just
Tracy,
disagree.
I take it as you believe in Jesus, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So 99, well, not 99, because my aunt, she believed in Jesus, but she did not vote for Biden. I love you, Connie. But most Christians voted, like, you know, most Christians is a Republican base. But when you talk about us as a people, most of us had vote that believe in Jesus and stuff like that. We automatically gave the Democrats our vote without even looking at what's going on. We just feel like it's the right thing to do. Like we're just doing the right thing for society.
And they fed up with Trump too.
Yeah. Oh, you ask everybody, they just say we tired of his racist ways, but nobody looked and seen that Biden has more racist outbursts year after year after year after year after year after year after year. He has unpresidential numerous. Look, if you look at my page, Tracy, you will look at all these videos of Biden. Hey. I'm sorry, y'all. But
Just throw them the belt, man. Damn it.
Biden has just been down on us so much, and it's like we don't care. We automatically gonna give them 92% of our vote. So that was the only way to get Biden in, is because we don't like Trump so much. We didn't pay none of his policies, none of the things that he did. We bump all that.
What he do?
His mouth.
We don't like his mouth.
It's his mouth.
You know what he do?
What he do?
Name any president that did a prison reform that got brothers out of jail for nonviolent offenses when they spending 50 years in jail for some marijuana. Now,
You think he did that?
That shit ain't helped me.
That lady that got out that was doing 50 years in prison for some
He
weed.
didn't do that because he just wanted to.
Even if he didn't
See,
want to, he still
I'ma
did
tell
it.
you-
Ain't no other president did it.
I'm gonna tell you why he did it. This is what I believe. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay,
he
come
did
on, hit me with it.
it. He knows that in order to try to get some of our votes, he got to do something to benefit us. He couldn't give a rat's butt about
That's
that
good
woman.
though. What did Biden do for our votes though? Come on,
He ain't got a chance yet. He ain't got a chance
come
yet.
on.
He-
He
right,
ain't gonna
he
do
ain't-
nothing.
He
He
ain't got
ain't
a
in
chance yet.
office. He ain't been president.
I'm gonna tell you what he gonna do, and y'all
He
gonna
don't
mark
have-
my
no,
words.
don't say
I'm gonna
what
tell
he
you what he
gonna
gonna
do.
do. I'm gonna
Don't
tell
say
you
what
he
he's
gonna
going
do.
to do because he ain't had a chance to do. We
You
can
know
tell
why?
you what.
You know why I can
what
tell you what he
Trump
gonna do?
did.
Because as a coach, me working with these young men in these streets, I can tell them, like, look, young man, your MO is gonna telling us what you're gonna do before you do it. If you lazy every day, when it's time to go do something, you're gonna be lazy about doing
That's
it because
true.
why?
I can
You
agree
lazy.
with
It's
that.
your MO. If your
can
teacher's
agree with
calling
that.
me from school every year about this same situation, and it's just your 4th year in high school, and they call me about the same situation, there's nothing you can tell me because now you didn't create what? A MO. So Biden has created what? A MO.
So what Trump do? Created an MO.
But
and
he
I'm
ain't
gonna tell
did
you,
nothing to us. He has did nothing to the Negro to make the Negro be upset, to want him out of office, to put Biden in to replace him. That's
Wait a
what
minute,
I'm
whoa,
talking
whoa.
about.
I disagree with you, Coach.
Okay, come with me. Give me what Biden. Give
Because
me
I
why
know
Biden
what
is
I
better
no.
than Trump.
It's
Just tell me why
something that I
Biden is
see
better
Trump
than Trump.
do that a lot of people don't pay attention to. He does not respect the black woman.
He don't respect no woman. He don't even respect his own woman. So come on
Hey,
with
so-
something else.
Hey,
And that's
I got
okay.
something for you though, Coach. I think Obama had signed that bill to start letting non-violent offenders out. Trump closed it down because my homeboy was about to get out.
Okay,
And
now check
Trump
this
got
out.
in office. He shut some of that down. Now he got to go back to his original
What
city.
was Obama policies was pushed towards what? Your preference. It had
Letting
nothing to do
out
with who you are.
non-violent offenders, right?
I wasn't even talking about that. You know, all he passed was gay laws and Latino laws, if you ask me. Am I lying, Tuck? Am I lying?
Nah.
Hey, wait a minute,
You
hold
don't
on.
even know which bathroom to use under Obama.
Look,
Which
why
one
we
of these
got-
bathrooms can I go
You
in,
got
buddy?
keys now?
Come on, man.
No, because they got a sign on the door.
Right.
You know.
So now I got a lady in here with a Johnson. Right.
No,
and now my old
Obama
lady
law,
got a
under-
man in there who got his dick cut off. Now he's in there with her and my baby. This shit ain't
Under
right. I'm
Obama
sorry,
law,
y'all.
if a person feels like that they want to go in that bathroom, that's the gender that they express to and feel to, they're guided and they're not prohibited.
Man, they
from
put a
going in
man,
there.
they put a man in the women's dorm. He's supposed to be an AKA transgender. He didn't rape like 5, 6 women in that joint. They had to take him up out of there and put him in the men's population, okay? So
Oh, what the hell was
I'm
that?
talking about in a prison, real prison. I have a lot of friends that work in prisons. Look, man, all that did was confusion. All they had to do is, all they doing is deflecting and dealing with the real problem. The real problem is us. This is the problem that need to be fixed. Chicago, New York, Sumter, all of South Carolina where we stay at is the worst poverty in the whole nation. When you look in South Carolina, Anderson, Greenville, that's the worst poverty cities in the nation. Then you got, we call South Carolina slow children. and you got Georgia.
The hell? Oh,
Hey,
wait,
man,
hold on.
hey, man,
Hold
I'm
up.
just giving you the facts.
I
man.
ain't
I'm giving you
damn
the
slow.
facts. Look at the high schools. They are last in the state. Y'all like 49 in the nation.
Damn, he come. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
man, you can't get mad at me about these numbers, man.
Man, I feel you on that. I feel
I'm
you
just
on
giving
that.
the facts. Now, why ain't no presidents attacking these issues? These are the problems that we have, and these are the problems that need to be addressed and fixed. Everybody
Because
thinks
that
it's
needs to
money.
be
It's
fixed
not
on a
money.
local level.
Did Trump
That
try to
needs to
help
be-
us out on education?
Well,
That
he
needs to
signed
be
more than
fixed on a local
Obama did.
level.
I care less about Obama.
Hey, man, you got to compare them to something. He got to be something to compare. Now, look, if we look at the Democratic Party, all of them been doing what? Passing laws to what? F us up. The Republicans like, just get it how you live. We just really don't want to take care of you. We'd rather you get on your own feet.
Get it how you live.
Most folks get
Get
in
it
the
how-
projects and think they're going to live in there for their whole entire life. When they need to just get in there for them 2-3 years, get on their feet and get the hell on.
Wait a minute, who created that though?
Well, you
Who
know,
created-
projects ain't nothing but some damn Indian reservations. I already told you that. HUD is PIH, Public Indian Housing. I'm not lying. I did not make this up.
You
Look up-
didn't, because I work at HUD, and,
Oh,
and
okay.
PIH is Public and Indian Housing.
Right, because 96% of African Americans are what? Indians.
Yeah.
When the
Tell me
civil
that.
rights
I am
code-
not an African
when the
American.
civil
Damn it.
rights was written, they was written to who? Indians. It don't say nothing about no African Americans. It don't say they talking about them folks rioting. He called them what? Indians. So why are we around here acting stupid and retarded and all this other stuff? That's why we can't get nothing passed. We all know black means civilly dead, and we all know this stuff. It works when we go to court. The judge can call you a black man. You can tell him, hey, I'm not black. This stuff works. Am I lying, Tech?
Not a drop.
So if this stuff works, if this stuff works, if this stuff works on a day-to-day
Okay.
basis, if I can go to the courthouse, if I got a regular old simple charge and the judge make me go last because he don't want to hear everybody else how I'm about to address them, you get what I'm saying? We got some things that we need to fix on our own.
True, and I agree with you 100%. Go ahead, Jerome. You
No.
too quiet.
No, I mean, I'm listening. It's very entertaining. Let me say education. But I might agree with Coach on the South Carolina thing. But
What the hell? You from North Carolina? What the hell y'all beat up on us for?
but
You gonna let this shit ride?
Hey, yo,
But let-
hey,
Oh,
Hold
hell.
on,
you
hold on,
ain't
hold on.
cool, Tut.
hold on, no, but but let me ask y'all this. So we keep talking about this administration, that administration. Why are we still dependent on administration to take care of us?
Boom.
You know, I
That
don't
part.
care if it's Republican,
can't
I
hear
don't care
you.
if it's Democrat, I don't care if it's Obama, I don't care if it's Biden, I don't care if it. We shouldn't be in a position where we're dependent upon waiting to what they think we should get. You
It
know,
ain't their job.
you know, exactly. You know, so we should be as Indians, Coach, as Indians, we should have
Indigenous
a
people,
coalition.
indigenous people, please. Indigenous people. Because continue.
Or indigenous, Indian, however you want to put it. We need our federation put back together.
Oh shit! You just opened that door up for damn coach to kick it down.
Yeah.
hey, but that's exactly right though, you know, claiming our ownership because like we have proof and establishment to this land. You know what I'm saying? And trying to claim it as a citizen of the United States. You know, the only,
We can't because we refuse to say who we are. That's the
right,
problem.
right.
We are the
exactly.
only people who name changed every 10 years or every 20. We went from color to Negro to black to African American. What's next? What we gonna be next, y'all? What they gonna call us next?
Whatever we want to be.
No,
Hey,
that's not
hey,
fair. That's
hold
not
up,
fair
Coach.
to our ancestors, though.
Coach,
Huh?
go back and read the 14th Amendment, and you'll understand why.
Man, I didn't read the 13th, 14th. The 14th Amendment makes you chateau property, my brother. Chateau.
So we
Property.
just joined the boys club, basically.
Oh no, I gave them that shit back, but that's another conversation. I put it in the newspaper and everything. I was like, look, I'm not with this shit. I ran it for 4 weeks, downtown Atlanta. They sent me back a certificate, said, yeah, nigga, you ain't no nigga no more. I said, thank you. I took it up there to to the state. They certified it and everything. Say, look, we will not address you as a Negro no more.
So what should we push for the next 4 years?
Well, it's a couple of good ideas out there. You got some people trying to start their own party. I was addressing to my cousin the other day, the Republican Party had a lot of black women running for office in different Senate positions and different, like, oh yeah, it did. They did. It was a lot of black women running in different states. You might not have seen all the different Senates that was running for office in different states, but it was a lot of black women running, especially here in Georgia. We had a couple. We had, what's the lady name? Martin Luther King, great niece. Yeah, just that. I mean, just to name someone else. But then she ran against another black woman, didn't she? I believe she did. But I'm not in that district. But anyway, all I'm saying is a lot of people are paying attention and seeing what's going on. And I've always had the message that since the beginning, the Democrats has been our enemy. And they have used persuasion. They used the KKK one time. Now they're using the BLM. Them some bad folks. And we ain't paying attention to the history, and it's repeating itself. It's repeating itself.
They
Yeah,
let you do.
you're right.
They
You're
throw this
right.
left hand. They throw
Right.
this left hand so you don't see what the right is doing.
Yeah,
You're
but if
right.
you go, all you got to do is go back and look in history, and you'll see it coming. You be like, oh, they doing this. They already did that. Damn. Hold on.
We see it coming, but we can't get other people to see it
Oh
coming.
no, they don't want to hear
This-
that shit. They
The
don't
same
wanna
shit
hear-
happened 100 years ago. This is
Mhm.
flip flop again.
Look, I don't like Trump. Okay, I'm not a Trump supporter. Let me go ahead and
You
put this
better,
on
hey,
the airwaves.
you better put that shit on your page because
No.
you be pumping
No,
up his
it's a
head.
reason. It's a reason for that. No, it's a reason for that. And my family, if you see my family, Clarence Bridges, he be busting my head all over Facebook. It's a reason for that because we so mad with Trump, so we not even paying attention to who we trying to put in office. So I'm trying to make folks pay attention to who y'all voting for.
I voted for Sanders. Bernie
Huh?
Sanders was my man.
That was mine too, but still, it's
They
nothing we
stopped
can
him
do
for
about
He
it.
real.
wasn't on the ticket.
He's no. They
Yeah, we got
stopped-
Sleepy
Bernie done
Joe.
Bernie done got shafted twice.
Man, we got Sleepy Joe, man, and I don't trust Joe, man.
You call him Sleepy Joe because Trump called him Sleepy Joe.
No, he is Sleepy Joe. You seen it? What was I just saying? I just forgot what I was talking about. That's why they call him Sleepy Joe. If that man can't sit there and handle his business, have a firm conversation without forgetting what he's saying, he can't be president.
Hey, all I know is they referred to him as a crooked politician, and he didn't deny it. He affirmed it. They said you're a crooked politician. You in the politics that's crooked.
All
politician
politicians
is
crooked.
not.
Duh.
Hey, but he's
This is not
notable. He is notably crooked.
Am I different?
All of them.
Man, I can show you some stuff, Trace, and blow your head on that guy. That dude is the
I
devil.
doubt it.
He's the devil.
I doubt that too.
Biden is the devil.
I doubt it.
Look,
You're acting
I
like
got
he's the
that quarter.
Antichrist.
Hey, you see that quarter right there? This is a quarter. If you give anybody 5 years, and then he said he don't even care.
You just so stuck on what he said way back in '94.
He wrote this.
yeah,
He wrote it with his
that's
own
big.
little fingers. I was 15
Okay.
years old. I was 15 years old in '94,
Okay.
and I watched the whole hood go to jail in '94.
So we going back. We
Forever.
going back. We
Forever.
revisiting that
They went back
conversation.
forever. But some of them guys still in jail right now from '94. Ain't
Yeah.
seen their kids, their sisters, their mamas.
I
You know what I'm
believe it.
saying?
I
Over
believe
this right here.
But
Now
that's the
what happened?
Republican
But
Party
look
put
how
us
it
there.
switched though. Hold on, Brian. Look how it switched. Okay. Then it went from crack because we started seeing like we started labeling ourselves. You got your J's. We call them J's. Don't nobody want to be no J. So crack started going. Crack is whack. All right. Now
All right,
got-
Whitney.
now you got the methamphetamines going around. They couldn't get the niggas on it because the niggas was like, we know what crack gonna do, so we not trying to go down this road again. So what they do, they got rap artists to start rapping about it to make it more amusing so our people will bite onto it. So now you got Future going, Molly, Molly, Molly this, Molly that, and everybody talking about Molly when Molly ain't nothing but methamphetamines. So it was a way to trick the youngsters oh, I want some Molly. Who got some Molly? And they don't even know what they doing. They're messing with, Percocets. Then nobody know nothing about that stuff till them folks start rapping about that stuff.
And
See,
then they
look
don't
at
even
you, look
take it.
at you. Huh?
And they don't even take it.
But that was the
Isn't it
reason,
crazy?
because they had to get us hooked on something, because look, we ain't messing with the crack no more. So we got to find a way to make drugs amusing to these kids. And they're doing it through the music. You get what I'm saying? So when the white folks got hooked on methamphetamines, what they do? Oh, don't lock him up. He need rehab. You get what I'm saying? You see how it just flipped on the other way? These guys are getting caught with whole labs and they just getting some rehab. You understand?
That's called systemic racism.
No, that's called, yeah, that's what it's called.
That's called the medical jurisdictional model.
And it's called that. It's going to continue to keep doing that because we're allowing them to do it. We supposed to be putting our foot on their neck. No, lock their asses up. Give them 50 fucking years. We supposed to be nutting the fuck up down there and be like, this shit is wrong. Until you correct every nigga that's in jail for this goddamn quarter, them crackers need to go to fucking jail. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And Biden put them all down.
Another major thing, dude, you talk about the heavy meth usage. That's another influence into the COVID epidemic, because the meth heads and stuff are nasty. They're using needles and things like that. So that's another addition to the unnasty COVID epidemic.
That's right. That's right.
But check this out. It still won't stop us from being who we are.
Oh, man, we always gonna be who we are.
Of what we're doing, and they keep throwing all these roadblocks. And we still progressing. We still flourishing.
I don't know, man. That mandatory vaccine, man, is some scary shit, man.
That shit ain't gonna be mandatory.
They can't make it mandatory.
Okay.
Bullshit. They are making it mandatory already.
Socialist.
They
This
might
what
do
the
it for
Democrats.
kids in
We
high
are
school.
going into a socialist.
Hey yo, if you want to go in the Olympics,
You're already in a socialistic.
And then what comes behind that, Brian? What comes behind that?
Wait a minute. Are we not socialists already? This year? This year?
No.
This year?
Not like we getting there.
It's always a partial system.
We already partially that.
Yeah.
We've always been partially that.
Yeah, well, media, the devil, I mean, the new God, media is the new God. Ain't that what they say on that American Gods? Media.
Yo, that's facts. That's fact. That's why everybody's scared. That's why everybody's sitting in their damn house.
You gotta take the vaccine to go to the Olympics. It's mandatory.
Well, you ain't gonna be able to go to the grocery store without that vaccine card. And see, the thing is, when
What?
they give you the shot, they already said what? You get a card. They keep putting emphasis on that card. After you get a shot, you get a vaccine card.
My wife
That
don't
you're
do that.
vaccinated. So
She
now
goes
you
to
gotta
the-
walk around with a card saying that you vaccinated, or you won't be able to be allowed into certain places. Your kids won't be able to go to school. You probably won't be able to go to the grocery store. Ain't no telling how far limit that they will push this thing.
No, you're right. It will.
She looking at me like, Coach is over there.
We ain't never met you, Coach.
I ain't heard it, so I can't comment on it because I haven't heard about that. So
Well, we dig deep. We dig over here. We dig.
It's coming.
yeah, but then sometimes I don't know if what you're saying is based off of fact or opinion, or I don't know where you're getting your information from. So since I don't know personally, I'm
So what you think about Black Lives Matter?
Oh,
You think they're a terrorist group?
I do not.
You don't?
I do not.
Do you think it was good for the president to stand behind them, to back them like that?
when the hell
I
did he
do.
back him?
Oh, you heard him? I mean, not Antifa, not BLM. He backed Antifa. He
Oh,
said
I
that
don't know about Antifa.
He said that on the second election, he said that there wasn't a terrorist group, that they was something else.
Yeah, he backed Antifa. That's why Trump went against Antifa so hard, because he knew the Democrats were backed by Antifa.
Well, you got to remember, the Democrats backed KKK back in 1865, and the Republicans tried to stop that shit, but didn't nobody pay attention. See, y'all better pay attention to what's going on. This stuff is repeating itself. The whole time during April, okay, in Chicago, in the nigger neighborhoods, they was burning them joints down. All the stores, I'm talking about, they putting Black Lives Matter, and them folks out there crying like, hey, I'm you guys. Why are y'all burning down my shit? And they like, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. by destroying our community. And now it's where you can't got no choice to do what? You gotta go to Walmart now because they didn't burn down all the mom and pop stores. And you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This stuff ain't right. It ain't right.
Antifa is not real.
Hey man, this little town I live at, the Klan came down here one time and tried to march. I seen some Antifa brothers jump out and all black. Man, our police department swooped up and hog-tied them and threw them in the van and pulled off like it was like nothing happened. They threw them in the van and got the hell on, like nothing here to see.
Antifa real though, bro.
Man, they were burning.
I know,
your
I'm
whole
just playing. I'm
community
just
down.
playing.
Listen, if they would burn your whole community down, bro. Them and Black Lives Matter.
But they ain't no different than 100 years ago.
They will burn your community down, bro.
What happened 100 years ago?
I think we should stop generalizing.
Hey, I'm going to
Putting
every
everybody
time
in
a
this.
police officer shoots an unarmed black man and there's a march, that community gets burnt down. Am I
Okay,
lying?
but you missed my point though, because true that happens, but my point was when you say you're saying that all black when Black Lives Matter burning stuff down, Black Lives Matter doing this, but that's just like saying all black men are whatever.
Well, but see, all black
We are
men
stereotyped.
and Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is an organization owned by left wingers, whatever you want to call it, far deep state, all right? Because they're pushing LGBTQ, which is a preference, over who we are. They want to change
anything anyway.
Wait a minute, go to their website, and this is where I'm getting this from, Tracy Grant. Go to their website and look where it says they want to change cisgender thinking. They want to change cisgender thinking. So that means they want to change normal thinking. They don't like folks that they call us cis. What do they call us? Cis. Yeah, cisgender. We're cisgender. Just because I like a woman, I'm a cisgender. And they want to change that way of thinking. In Illinois, they passed it the way you got to pass an LGBT class to even graduate high school. Yes, in Illinois, they put in their academic in the classroom. So now my kids
They've been doing this shit.
But I'm talking about they put it in the third and fourth and fifth grade classroom.
So what do you think the curriculum is though?
It's the history of the LGBTQ. I did my studies on it. They teaching the history of it and what they fought for rights. So I'm saying they fighting for rights that we ain't even got. They're fighting for rights over. So I said this the other day. If they get rights for having sex with the same sex, I should get rights for having sex with a big woman. Or I should have rights for having sex with or liking a skinny woman. It should be a skinny woman rights. You know what I'm saying? I should be all types of rights because as a black man, I'm not gonna get no rights. So I gotta figure out what I do to get some rights. I like, you know what I'm saying? What I like, y'all see, that's crazy. Y'all laughing. That's how I feel when they talk about
it's funny
gay
how
rights.
you threw it out there though.
But hey, that's how I feel. That's why it's funny to me. Oh, you get rights because you like to have sex with the same man. So that means I should get rights for having sex with what type of preference I like.
So when you say rights,
Yeah, they get rights.
for what? Rights to
being
be treated equal?
Wait, are we treated equal yet?
But it's not like that
No,
those
we're
rights are
not
not being
treated
fought
equal.
for too.
No,
But
we're not treated equal. You can't go give a preference or right over my
Coach,
skin
let
tone.
her finish, Coach.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let her finish.
I was just trying to say my skin tone. Don't. You can't put a preference over who I am. I didn't choose to be who I am.
I'm not saying that. I'm
That's
not
what gay
saying that
people
at
say.
all.
I don't choose to be gay. Yes, you do.
But no, but I'm not saying that. My thing is people condemn others for their right to love whoever they want to love.
People
Now-
condemn me for liking a fat woman, wasn't he? Look at that skinny dude with that big old woman. They gonna
I mean,
condemn me, ain't they?
people
They gonna
probably
join
do,
me, ain't they?
because
So I
because
should get some rights too then. You see what I'm saying?
and you
It's
have the
stupid.
rights.
No,
You
I
have
don't
rights.
get rights for
Your
that.
your right is to love whoever you want to love
Right.
and not be condemned for it.
That's
not
just
not be shot for it.
so why
Not
should
be
so they shouldn't
ridiculed
get nothing
for it.
extra is all I'm saying. It should be nothing extra for that.
but what extra is it?
Huh? What you
What
mean?
if
What
if they're Okay.
I believe that we just put
Okay,
on.
You
I'm
want to know
lost.
what I mean? Or not?
I see what you're saying.
Well, hold up, I'm lost. I'm trying to,
Hey, yo,
what the
before
hell?
y'all see me, I come back. I hear Coach say he don't like fat girls. I would.
The hell is that going on? Why are we putting this out there?
No, Tut. I'm gonna break it down real simple. I said if a gay person get rights for liking having what they, who they like to have sex with in the bedroom, that's their personal private
That's their
stuff.
perfect preference, yes.
Right. So that means I should get rights for my preference. I said if I like fat women, I should be able to get some rights for that because they're getting rights. But I'm trying to show you how stupid that is. You're
Right.
getting rights for your preference when it's still black folks out here still fighting every day just to walk down the street to keep them getting gunned down by the police.
But the thing
Where's
about
our
the,
rights at?
the thing is, we are fighting for rights. We're still fighting for those rights. Us as black people, we're
So-
still fighting the.
My bad. Go ahead.
We're still fighting for those rights to be treated equal, just like everybody across the board should be treated equal.
So we
And that's not saying that's just like saying Black Lives Matter. No, all lives matter. Yes, all lives matter, but until Black Lives Matter too, all lives can't matter.
Right.
That's just like until LGBTQ, whatever lives matter, then all lives can't matter. It's a fight for everybody's life to matter.
Right.
And that's all it is.
Whoa, that's a difference though, Tracy. That's a preference. That still ain't your life.
It's a preference, but
preference.
it's because people are killing people because of their
Discriminated.
preference.
Yeah,
People are killing
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
And that's
No, I
what it
agree.
is.
I agree, Tracy. I agree now. There should be a platform that we are trying to establish inequality. There is that platform to where nobody should be discriminated on because of their preference. I agree, we should establish that platform. But I also feel like, I know Coach don't like to use the term black, and I'm gonna use the term, but I'm gonna mean my native people here in America. You can call us African American, all of the monikers that you've changed our name to. Creating this platform of equality, yeah, I think it's fair. But Black people, disproportionate and displaced Native American, original Indian inhabitants, we deserve more. We deserve a portion more than anybody else because we have suffered more than anybody else, not only from the cruel persecution of physical laws, we suffered the cruel persecution through laws, litigation, physicality. We've suffered it from so many angles, and in creating this platform of equality, we need more.
I vote for King Tut for president. 2024.
Malcolm on this and shit.
Man, what?
I agree.
Malcolm on this. You had the book. Where the book at?
I vote for
You read
King
that quote from the book, didn't you?
I vote for Tut. That boy can talk.
Tut, I like that.
Listen, though, all I'm trying to say, Tracy.
That boy good.
Tracy, I have family members that's gay. I got friends like that grow up with a gay. But my thing is this: you push the agenda that's been on the table for 100 years to the side to take care of someone's preference.
How has it been pushed aside?
Just like now, when all this stuff was going on with the COVID, with the Minnesota thing, they passed the law they had time to still pass the LGBTQ law. I'm like, what the hell? We're not marching for them right now. We're marching for our rights.
Okay, so who you gonna take that up with though?
Oh, the folks, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying.
Got you on that one.
All the energy is being pushed towards the LGBTQ. And to me, it's just a push off to what's really going on to really deal with our issues. It's just something to just play us off. You see what I'm saying?
It should be focused on racism. Racism should have a forefront against anybody else's issue.
Right. And then now
I agree.
We voted for 57% of white folks voted for Trump, 48% of white folks voted for Biden. But then you got the 92% of black women that voted for Biden. So that means we came in at full-fledged as a whole people, as a whole unit to vote for you. You didn't put one thing in your first 5 things to address. You didn't even address the people that put your ass in office. That's a slap in the face.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
He ain't had a chance to do nothing.
Listen, you said the first 5 most important things in you in office. You want me to pull them up and show y'all what they are real quick? And
Yeah, I do. Actually, I do.
I got you.
In the midst of pulling them up, Coach, I'm just
Go
going to
ahead.
elaborate a little more. In the midst of you pulling them up, Coach,
Uh-huh.
I am going to say, for him to say, if you ain't black, you didn't vote for me, and ain't none of this on the table for no black people, that's a smack in the face, man. I'm very offended by that remark. If I would have voted, I wouldn't have voted for him just because of that.
Good thing you didn't vote, Tut. Good thing you didn't vote. He didn't need your vote.
Now, if
No,
Obama,
listen.
if Obama had said that, I would have voted twice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he got the right. He got enough black in him to say some shit like that. But Joe, man, you can't say that, Joe. There's a line, Joe. There's a line, and Joe don't know that line.
They won't
And
let
you
me
know-
screen
you know
share.
what happens when people don't know that line.
Oh, hold up.
You got to send it to me but I can read it. I can read it right here though.
Yeah, read it.
I got it right here. Boom.
ahead, screen
The
share.
first one, Paris Climate Accord. The second one is World Health Organization. The third one is travel ban on Muslim countries. The fourth one is the Dreamers Act, DACA. And number 5 is the military ban. He plans to repeal the transgender military ban. Hey man, we here to fight. We ain't here to worry about your sex, buddy. Do that when you get out the military. This ain't the time to be worried about your Johnson, okay? That's all it was about. That's all he was saying. Like, we ain't got time to be worried about your Johnson. We trying to protect the nation. And how that's gonna look on the cover of your army, you got big ass transgender niggas in dresses with titties and wigs and shit. Goddamn, talking about you gangster, we about to come invade. Man, them folk gonna think you a damn joke. There's a whole bunch of, they're gonna get me in trouble, man.
Coach is gonna shake it up.
But that don't look right. And then look, I even did the, matter of fact, I got the notes right here. Oh, look at that. Got the notes right here. The Paris Climate Accord, which is his first thing that he want to get back into, okay? And he just said that it's to trick America, it's weakening our own economy, and it put us at a disadvantage. And he just said, and now they're saying like, we firmly believe that the Paris Agreement cannot be renegotiated. So guess what Biden trying to do to get in there? He trying to offer them folks $2 trillion to get in them with them folks. You see what I'm saying? He kissing ass all over the world. Am I lying?
Office yet?
Huh?
He's not even in office yet.
Man, that man is kissing ass, man. Nothing wrong with China. He's been on China nuts. He was saying China's a great nation. Nothing wrong with China. But I did some research. Look up Dun and Bradstreet, which is a federal website. If you got a business, you got a DUNS number. Look up the Democratic Party and find out who owns them. And you're going to be like, wow, it's over there in China.
Yeah, but they damn near already own us already because they don't loan us too much money.
So the Democratic Party is doing what? They
Oh,
about to do
oh.
what? They about to outsource jobs. They about to outsource jobs.
They already did it.
Trump been trying to do what? I like Trump for just that. He's not a politician. I believe he's just been put in office just to destroy that shit. Niggas been wanting the system to be destroyed for years. They get somebody in there to fuck up the system, and now y'all got his ass out of there. Boy, we don't know what the fuck we want. We don't know what we want.
It didn't work.
I know what I
Work
want.
out like
and it
it's
ain't
supposed
true.
to.
Man, we know we want that system destroyed. Everybody know they want that system destroyed.
Coach, that's what I've been saying. People.
Hold on, whoa, back up. Hold up.
And then they
Did we
get
not
it,
say?
and then they get scared.
Wait a minute. Did we not on our show say, fuck it, if we get, I don't care if he got 4 more years. Did we, me, Tut, and
I was
Jerome,
gonna say, y'all said that.
did we already agree, said, hell, give him 4 more years?
Yeah, y'all did.
That's what was needed, bro. That was
Yeah.
what needed. Now
Yeah.
you're giving people this false sense of security again.
That's right.
Now you're giving people this false sense of hope again. And
That's right.
just like and when Martin died, when Malcolm died, the fighting gonna die off now too. Man,
That's
think
right.
about, bro. We had protests going on for months on end.
That's
You
right.
got a gang of people that's still out of work that are they can be used as a resource into building something now.
That's right.
For infrastructure for our own. So now we take this momentum and we kill it. It gets killed off by being falsely satiated.
Falsely
Oh,
by
falsely.
somebody who don't even deserve to be
What the
in
hell?
office.
What the
This
hell was this
man has
about an hour ago?
plagiarized himself. Every speech this man has ever made was plagiarized, my guy. Go
What
back
the
and
hell was
look
that
at
an
it.
hour ago? Is
Go
this
back
the
and
same
look at
Tut?
it.
This ain't the same Tut.
Biden trash, man. That man is trash. I tell my mama
What do you
every day.
mean?
He ain't gonna last 4 years anyway.
Oh no, and then guess what we got? We
You
got
about
an
to kill him
Indian
off?
Jamaican. We got an Indian Jamaican woman in office, an East Indian at that. And these folks got all the gas stations from here to Peru that we ain't got. They got every gas station on lock. She about to give them the sweetest deal on the planet Earth. She about to bless her people. Them her mama. You is what your mama is, ain't you?
Yeah.
Her mama in East Indians. Them folks about to get. Why you think them folks was celebrating and partying all up and down in India when Biden got in office? One to elect.
Because they happy to get Trump out.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with them. They all the way in India.
Oh. Oh, you said in India? Oh.
Yeah, in India.
And she don't show up. And she don't show up to her court dates.
But my thing is, she just plays around. When she did that speech talking about her and that bus, that was a wrap for me. She put old Joe page. She just did what Joe did. Them some line. If you
You
can't even
following
come
this guy?
authentic, if you can't come authentic with your own speech, you is straight a lie. You lying to the people. You can't give somebody else's speech and act like it's your words. That's a front.
Hey, Melania did that shit. And
I
it
was about to say
okay.
like Melania did.
Oh, she's not American neither. We ain't studying her. Trump is not a politician. He ain't been writing laws for the last 40
But he
years.
is hey, think about what he did to the damn Central Park 5.
Oh, no, he wasn't in politics then. So everybody got a right to their own opinion.
Wait a minute.
He wasn't president when that happened.
Joe wasn't president either.
But Joe was in office writing bills. His vote counted. His whatever he says, it mattered because he was in the Senate passing shit with his own little fingers.
Wait a minute. He got to
His
have a
own
group
little
of people.
fingers.
There's a group of people got to you be on the same page with him.
Oh, they was on the same page with him because you got to remember
He
the
didn't just write
segregation.
that
Even
shit.
Kamala busted him out talking about with the buses. They didn't want niggas riding the same buses as white folks. So she busted him out when she was trying to become president. Now she running with the same dude that didn't want her to get on the bus. Come on now.
Oh my
He
gosh.
was
It's
last
politics.
No, it's called lies. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Hey,
And we don't need to be
Milli
voting
Vanilli-
for them folks.
Milli Vanilli couldn't do it. Now,
That's
how
right.
many
Milli
niggas would
Vanilli
do it?
couldn't do it. That's
They
right.
did it. What
I
you mean they
love you,
couldn't do it? They
Tut, man.
did it.
Damn, I love Tut. I'm sorry.
Who the hell's
Milli
Milli
Vanilli.
Vanilli? You talking about fucking Trump?
He-
I mean,
Milli Vanilli did do it. Ain't they?
Hey,
good?
they got
did
busted.
it.
Hey, and when they got hit, look where they at now. When you gonna plagiarize?
Look what Trump gonna be.
You go to
They got hit.
college. You go to
Hey.
college. You write an APA format, and if and your stuff is peer reviewed, and if you plagiarize or you copy somebody else's originality, then that's plagiarism, and you kicked out of school for that.
Thank
Well,
you.
how is
Right.
the political? It's not the political arena established by some merit or a standard of ethics that you know what I'm saying. It's
Really?
Some type of honor, some type
You
of
can
honors.
plagiarize somebody
it's always
else's-
getting
That's right.
paid. They go in there,
Right.
yo, look at the people who go in, broke as shit, and become millionaires before you know it.
So
Because-
you got the guy that's been writing criminal bills against the Negro communities for the last 40 years. And then you got this DA lady who's been locking up innocent people for years. You got them running the country now.
the only thing you could tell me that Trump did was prison reform.
Oh man, no, I just told you he got us away from who? He got us away from you. He got us away from Paris, the Paris
I don't care
climate.
about all that shit.
Hey,
That
but
shit-
you asked what he did though.
But hey, but I tell you what, can you change your tax form and say you don't want to pay for none of that shit?
Hey, you
That's
gotta
gonna
remember
come out
though,
your check regardless.
I can.
That come out
So
your
let's
check.
not get technical. I'm a business. Man, don't do that. Don't do that.
What I'm saying is, when you pay your taxes, you don't question who you pay your taxes to.
I mean, but like he said, he was paid up. You gotta remember, if you paying millions of dollars of taxes, you know, this business might pay more than this business, you know. If you running multiple businesses, like I got like 5 businesses, some businesses doing better than others, right? You paying millions of dollars somewhere. I bet you he paying taxes for these Trump towers in every city. I bet you every one of them paying taxes. I bet you they are.
We know why Trump ran. Trump ran to get money.
No, Trump ran to destroy this corrupt system that we have, because they was giving them white folks casinos under the false claims of Indians back in the 80s. I want to take it back. Back in the 80s, Trump said, they don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like Indians to Indians. Okay?
Yo, I watched the whole speech too. I watched the whole speech, and
And what was he talking about?
What he said. I understand why he said what he said, just watching the whole speech.
Yeah, I know. He was talking, because they was giving it to white folks that was claiming to be Indians. That's who run all the tribes now. Crackers, white folks. No
Hey, yo,
folks ain't got, huh?
Trump was set up in office because he wanted to run a business, and which all of his businesses operate in the negative, and they operate poorly, you know, by him operating in that wiggle room.
Mhm.
And so for him to run a country like that, it's inevitably going to fall. And that's what we're supposed to have.
So
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what to destroy the system. That was
This
it.
imperialism
That's
that
right.
America has established needs to crumble.
That's
And
right.
we all know that. And since it didn't, it's going to continue. Just the way them same Trump haters,
It's gonna
they
continue.
had them stickers and stuff on their cars and stuff. Now that Biden in office, they gonna hide it again on you. I would
Mhm.
prefer a motherfucker to hate me and come straight up to me and tell me they hate me. And I can respect that.
Thank you.
I
I
can
can
respect
respect
that a
that.
lot
That's
more
right.
than you hiding and snaking me.
That's right. And that's what they're doing. Because if you lying that everything that you're saying on TV is a lie, I don't know what's the truth. I don't know what to believe with you. I don't know what you got going on. At least if Trump said he didn't like you, he didn't like you. If he called a place a shithole country, he told you, don't that shit, fuck that shithole country. We worried about this over here right now. I can deal with that.
I wasn't feeling that shit. That shit kind of hit me when he said that shit.
It didn't hit me because I ain't got no ancestors from Africa. So you're gonna be mad at me all you want. I'm sorry. I understand the power's in numbers. I understand that. But my ancestors from right here.
The reason why I say that because I'm married into that family.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. But Biden was talking about your folks worse than Trump was. Don't get me started, boy. He talked about Haiti, talking about he don't care if that joint went over flooded with water. He said if it rose 500 feet over water, he said he just talking about them. We talking about them black folks in Haiti, right? We talking about Biden, right? Talking about them niggas down there in Haiti, right?
Yeah.
So he straight talked about them like they wasn't. We talking about Biden, bro.
All white people talk about Haitians like that. So it's
Hey, but Berber, you on the panel with your suit on and in the Senate talking reckless? At least Trump on Twitter with the shit.
Hey yo, I'm just saying. I mean, we get worked up so much as a people
Yeah, we do.
over something that really has little to nothing to do with us. Like everybody's going crazy with these versus battles, and I mean, like you can't even go to the show and see that now.
hey, come on.
I mean,
Tell me you don't be watching this shit.
Be watching it. It be off the chain.
I ain't
was looking
watching
forward to
it.
T.I. and Jeezy.
I don't even know where to watch them at. Where do you
Hey,
watch them at?
but I can
Instagram.
say this though. A lot of people died with Jeezy and
Gucci
T.I.
Mane.
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah, Gucci Mane. That ain't in the fucking battle any damn way. But go ahead.
Listen, man. Jeezy man put a hit out on Gucci Mane's chain for $10,000 back in the day. No,
Wow.
I'm serious. And a lot of folks died behind it. A lot of folks died behind that. And
They have support.
that's why I'm so tired of this rap music. I'm like, if I hear another artist talking about some, I kill you with my AK, I'm gonna go slapping my damn self. I'm tired of it. I'm serious. I'm from Chicago. I stay in Georgia. King Von and brought that shit all the way down here. Well, he didn't die down here, but now you got all this animosity between now it's Chicago versus Louisiana, Chicago versus, you see what I'm saying? Now they done got crazy. We back on this East-West shit, this Pac and Biggie shit now.
Hey man, they shooting rappers. To rap is dangerous. If I was young, I would want to be a rapper now.
Hey, Boosie got shot. Boosie got shot.
Benny the Butcher got shot.
Yeah, but I'm saying Boosie got shot yesterday going to see.
Who the fuck y'all talking about?
You know Boosie. You know Boosie, man.
That's
Quit
just
playing.
I
Quit
ain't
playing.
listening to none of that shit.
I don't listen to it neither, but all of them are dying, and they're like the ones who our kids look up to. They know every verse, every lyric. They can tell you how they was like, oh, King Von got 11 bodies. Now listen to that. King Von got 11 bodies, but he's still out here rapping. Everybody, you get what I'm saying? On his rap
making them
songs,
think it's cool.
on his rap songs,
How
he's
they know
talking-
he got 11 bodies?
he talks about how he killed them on his rap songs.
You know that when
you
people
better
rap,
get
they
that
don't be
down,
rapping
dude.
about stuff that really happened. They
No,
just be trying
hold
to sell
on.
music.
This dude went to trial for killing folks over and over again, and he's only 26 years old. He just got out of some stuff for killing 3 people in Chicago. He just got off a rap of that.
So
This
he
guy-
got out. How is he out? If he did it, how did he?
Look,
how
in
he out?
Chicago, only 82% of murders don't get solved in Chicago. So if somebody from Chicago say he killed 11 people, believe him.
You don't want him to make it 12.
Only 82% of the murders in Chicago go unsolved. That's a high number. So if I go outside and kill this man, I can go sit back on my porch. I ain't going nowhere because they don't get solved. So if that man tell
Okay.
you he from O Block, which is MLK, that's on Martin Luther King Street, y'all. Okay, O Block. And he over there on O Block and 63rd Street, killing folks. You gotta believe them folks. If they say they killed 7 people over there, you better believe it.
And the police got algorithms when they can tell who's about to get killed, but they still don't know how he got killed or who killed him.
Right. Because they killed Mo on the highway, y'all. This brother riding on the highway, a car pulled up and put 100 rounds in his car on the highway. They did somebody like that here in Atlanta on 20. He was coming up 20. A truck pulled up, black man swung the door open. They put 100 rounds in the truck. They killing these artists like it ain't nothing. Like he said, it's a dangerous profession. You gotta have some money to be a rapper because you're gonna need some protection.
Except that one dude, 6ix9ine.
He rides around. I did a video on him. He rides around with the feds. He rode around Chicago with the feds. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. You riding around with the feds. But when that money gets short, they gonna come see him.
Hey, and so often, like I know Coach makes reference to this a lot too, of how the music did influence us, and I think we spoke about it last episode of how I'm proud of some of me, a lot of folks I come up with. We come up hard about the Mud Thug Life era,
Mhm.
and we grew up into men now. We grew in responsibilities, and we look back. Like Coach, we look back at the music and how it influenced us, and then we look to the youth now. And so, us growing up, we weren't as engaged into the voting system. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Like, like the youth are now. I see people in their 18s, 19s, 20s, very much have an opinion about voting.
Right.
I don't know about y'all, when I was 18, 19, I couldn't give a shit about voting.
But see, you got to remember 18 and 19, and when we was 18 and 19, we didn't have we didn't have this right here, buddy. We had that. And you got to remember, we was out the house in the street living. See, it's the difference between then and now. Now everybody is in the house now. Everything is going on inside. So when you ride down them communities, you don't see nobody outside playing no more. Everybody's inside.
A lot of people don't think about too. all of this stuff trying to get people to vote was a definite invasion of our privacy. Man, they were sending emails, text messages, letters in the mail. I was getting all kind of suggestions to vote for people, and I felt like it was an invasion of my privacy. I'm like,
Well,
how did they even get my phone number?
well, check this out though. In Floyd County, they the head of the election, whatever, they just stepped down. They found 800 ballots today, all over Georgia News. 800 ballots that was for Trump they were switched over to Biden. That was that was only in Floyd County, okay? Only in Floyd County. So ain't that many niggas in Floyd County.
I'm about to Google that shit.
Yeah, look it up. Floyd County today.
I did get a notification while we were online that that hundreds of fraudulent ballots were found, but I didn't click on it.
I'm giving you the county, the Floyd County in Georgia. They done messed up some ballots and they done got caught. Now, if that small county got caught up, how many more counties did that? How many more counties did that? See, this ain't right.
That Trump. Oh, I'm with Trump in the recount now.
Hey, but Trump posted this morning, we will win this election. So I feel like we got another Al Gore situation. Al Gore was president for what, 11 hours?
Yeah.
He was president-elect for 11 hours. I think Biden gonna do 11 days, y'all. What you think?
I want to see it, man. I want to see the heavyweight bout between Biden and Trump, because Trump ain't gonna want to leave. This is not official. Biden gonna feel like he will. I'm ready to see it, man. What channel is it on?
It's on IG. It's on IG.
We got a couple more minutes, but I don't want to see that shit because it's gonna be ugly for us because we're gonna be in the middle of a damn crossfire.
And that's the thing, though. If it would be a war and the Republicans would be mad and try to start a civil war, we would have to fight with the Democrats because we the ones that put these folks in office. We gave them 90% of our votes, y'all. So we didn't bonded ourselves to these folks for no damn reason.
Hey, some of the ancients, they used to tell us, what if they close Walmart, what you gonna do? What if they close these stores, what you gonna do?
That's right.
See, now, we've been dependent
upon talking like Granny now. Go ahead.
We've been dependent on their way of living. We got to go back to a natural way of living. And we got to stop being accustomed to all the BS that they done created for us, and we think that is enriching our life.
That's right. Hey, I like the way you had me thinking of grandma when you was throwing that hand. You was like,
all
right, y'all. You know what? Oh shit!
Hey, man, I just been enjoying myself with y'all. Hey, but look, I think though, for real, I think it was real. I don't say that. I think that Biden was the worst thing for us as a people to support, because his hate for us, decade after decade after decade and decade, it's a slap in the face. So we hate Trump so much, they was able to squeeze his ass on in there. You see what I'm saying? And now that we really about to feel it. So if Biden stays president and wins this time next year, I hope Three-Head Monster still be running. I want to come on here and do an update of all the policies, and if everything went up, if it went down, has he even addressed us yet? You know what I'm saying?
This is official. You hear this shit?
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep notes.
He already put his date in.
Cause I'm blasting.
Don't do it don't do it a year from today. Do it a year from January 20th.
No, it need to be from now, because if we do it right, it'll be right before he been in the whole year, and we can either roast his ass or praise his ass. But we need
incremental checkpoints. We need incremental.
Yeah, we do need checkpoints. Yeah, we do need checkpoints. Yeah, we don't need to let them ride. We need to check on them. That's right. That's right. I agree, sir.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all being on. This shit got entertaining real quick.
Absolutely.
Crazy. I'm sorry. I know you wasn't ready for this.
No, I'm always ready for anything.
Nah.
Hey, okay. So what's your grandma? What tribe? Before we go, what tribe your grandmama them come from?
It wasn't actually, it was my grandmother on my dad's side. I don't
Oh,
know
what-
what tribe, but they were Indians.
Yeah, I know they all are. What about on your mama's side? See, it's your mama's baby, it's mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Maybe.
So,
But I
and you
look just like
it 'cause
my
you got them big
grandmother on
old
my daddy's
cheekbones.
side.
Yeah, look at them big old cheekbones. Huh? Yeah, high
But
cheekbones.
I tried to do the
Get it, boy.
genealogy from my grandmother's side, and it don't go back very
Well,
far at all.
We can go farther best because the name changes every time they get married. That's why it's hard to follow that line. But if you get back about 5 generations back to the 1800s,
Can't get that far.
oh, we can get there.
We can get there.
Yeah, we can get
We
there.
can get there.
Contact
Okay,
us,
I'll
hit
try.
me up, Brian. We'll help them try to get there. We do our best.
I mean, look how far Jerome got on here.
What's wrong? Where you at? 1820?
I think somebody 1790.
Oh,
Really?
that's great. Tracy did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
you
great.
find any Africans back then, boy?
When you did.
I ain't find no
Yeah, no Africans, all color folks though. Hey, hey, I already know what it is, man. I'm telling you, this is something serious, and people be overlooking it. This is the real deal. So I
Yeah.
had stepped back from media a little bit and try to do a little more research and get my little stuff together. And I want to hit it hard. I'm gonna take it back to the basics and start doing videos and stuff, talking about this stuff.
Before we leave, there is a question in the chat,
Uh-oh.
and it says, "Coach, do you think Biden is capable of change?"
Where the hell you see this shit at?
No.
Man, I missed that one.
No.
Last one, B.
You know why I say that? I'm gonna give I'm gonna just
What
say
happened?
why, I'm gonna say why I believe he can't change. Because he can't even remember if he wiped his ass. So I don't think it's gonna be good. Because if he just have a flashback, just look the other day when they booed him, what did he say? I'm gonna put y'all back in change. You didn't hear when he said that shit? You didn't hear Biden when he
Oh,
said
now
that?
I see it now. God damn it.
No.
Huh? Tracy Grant, send me a request on Facebook. I'm gonna send you a link when he was talking about taking the chains off Wall Street. And then somebody in the background said, boo. And he said, I'm gonna put y'all back in chains. You better go look at that shit. And if that make him flash and he got mad because somebody said boo, if he flashed out like that, come on now. That man don't care nothing about us. That man talking about putting us back in chains. Come on now.
There it is.
He ain't putting me in no damn chain. All right.
So you send me a friend request because all I see is Coach, but I'm tagged in this video.
Yeah, I'm Crew Cut. I'm sorry, I'm Coach Crew Cut, by the way. But yeah,
No
I
problem.
sent. Is it Tracy Grant?
It is. So
All
if
right.
you go to this this live on Facebook on Jerome's page, I'm tagged in it. So you
All right,
can
I
see
sent, and you'll see all my videos on Biden. I've been weighing his ass out for the last 2
I probably
weeks.
won't watch it.
This just him speaking. It's
I know.
just Biden
I know.
speaking. So you wouldn't see him say, "I'm gonna put y'all niggas back in chain." You don't see that shit, nigga.
You ain't gonna change,
No,
you
not
ain't
really.
gonna change that point of view, bro.
Yo. Tuck it.
All right, y'all. All right, B. Hey man, I enjoyed y'all though.
No. Tuck, get your final words, man.
Peace and love to everybody, man. King Tut representing the South, man. It ain't who you vote for, it's who you know.
Great.
You said Tracy. Well, it's been great again. Tonight was great. I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed the back and forth. I always love it. Debating is good. Everybody has their own viewpoints, and it's good to hear people out and to take it for what it's worth. And I enjoy it every time you invite me on. Invite me anytime.
All right, I'll make you part of the three-headed monster. You keep on talking.
Okay. Then it'll be a four-headed monster. Bam.
Bye.
Yo, I do appreciate y'all being on. Hey, I just appreciate y'all taking the time out. Again, it's as wild as ever. Which
Y'all know I'm gonna give y'all that energy. Y'all know I'm gonna give y'all energy.
I told you when it came on, but it's been a while, man. I've been wanting to talk to you about this shit.
I told you, man, my boys, man, that's my top priorities. If they fighting, I can't get online, man. I gotta go.
Hold on. I got a question. You watched the fight Friday on Saturday, right?
I loved it. Loved it.
No. The first one.
Loved that one.
You think the man was robbed?
Oh, talking about, oh no, I didn't see that one. I'm thinking about Davis. I'm
He
thinking about
get robbed.
let's
He
go
get
back the
robbed.
week before last. The
No, I'm
Davis.
talking about Saturday, the one that before Crawford fought.
Yeah. They did rob that dude. That was crazy.
He
You
get
talking
robbed.
about what Buddy talking about with his eyes?
The one
Yeah. He got a that was from a jab. That wasn't from a head.
That was a nice jab.
Yeah, that was from a jab. But I can't miss Davis fought the week before last. Uppercut knockout 6th round. It was beautiful. Then this week we had Crawford
with that left hand.
And that was
right hand. That right hand.
Hey, I never screamed so, man. I felt like a kid at a candy store. I was screaming at the TV, hooping and hollering and jumping up and down and yelling. I was loving every bit of it. And I was telling my boys, now that's how you knock him out. When you knock him out, that's how you knock him out. I'm telling them, that's how we got to get this done. But yeah, man, I love it. I love it.
All right, Jerome, go ahead and get a final word, man.
Oh, man. Like I said, it's always entertaining to have But one thing that we do got to remember is that everybody that's elected is a representative. So holding people accountable is the key. So we got to get ourselves together as indigenous people, as Indian people, to hold people accountable for what's owed to us. I think this is always good, back and forth, if you will, because it gets points out and it gives everybody a chance to listen and hear and to form their own opinion. So this is always beautiful. Hope we do it again.
All right, y'all. That's that three-headed monster. Check us out on YouTube under the three-headed monster, under the three-headed Nubia. I'm telling y'all, we ain't stopping. Keep Tut, I thank you for being Malcolm on me, man. You went, I don't know what the fuck you did.
I love Tut, man. I'm saying Tut gonna break it down.
Hey, what make you think I ain't like that? You know what I'm saying?
Because you wasn't like that before that. For the first hour, you wasn't like that. You went and you turned around and you left and you came back after you was coughing that mud. Came back. You know what the hell you did.
You know what was funny? You know what's funny? Because Tut come back and said, "What did you say about fat women?" And after that, it was like,
there it is.
We should get out some rights for that.
All right, so I appreciate y'all being on, man. I love y'all guys. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate it. Hey, Tracy, you welcome to come on anytime you want to. You.
All right.
I see you can stand toe to toe to coach. Hey.
She was about to scalp me, boy. I had to go and break it down. No, she Indian. She about to scalp me, boy. Look, I got one too now. I got my Indian tool.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I don't have that.
She don't need that weapon. She don't need that weapon.
I got this right here. Oh gosh, it's been fun.
All right, y'all.
Hey, on Friday, we still hitting the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment, and we also gonna be touching on the Civil War.
Oh, y'all doing the 13th and 14th Amendment this weekend?
Dude, you missed this Friday.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna bring my paperwork because I left that. I was like, I can't do the 14th Amendment. I can't be nobody's chattel property. So I'll just show you what I did.
Oh, you trying to be on Friday?
Yeah, I come through. I'll bring my paperwork with me.
All right, because we
talk about it.
We in teacher mode.
We can talk about it. I'm gonna send Tracy an invite. I want her to see Biden tell him I'm gonna put y'all back in chains. I want her to see that. I'm gonna send it to
you wasting your time, Coach. You wasting your time.
Oh, I got you. Well, at least it's gonna be in her inbox. We're gonna put y'all back in chains.
Yeah.
You gonna say at least she had it? Hey, I did my.
That's what the Bible say. Everybody's gonna be able to read the Bible. That's what they say. Everybody's gonna get a whiff of it. Everybody. I'm gonna make sure everybody get a whiff of Biden saying he's gonna put us back in chains. Everybody gonna get it.
Gosh. Okay.
All right.
It'll be good. Peace out. Peace out.
All right, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Fifth time.
Bye.